Welcome to my realm, located beyond both time and space. It is well that thou art here. I am that which humans call Arceus. A lot of people get my name wrong, but that's how it's pronounced. Now, I wish to know thine appearance. Wow, what a wide scope of options I have. Hello, one and all, and welcome to Let's Play Pokemon Legends Arceus. I am the Max Few Trades. It has been a while since we've gone to the world of Pokemon on this channel, and, well, this is a game that I've really wanted to play for an incredibly long time, but have never been given the opportunity. So I decided enough is enough. I'm gonna play it right here and now, and obviously I'm gonna play it for all of you guys. I actually haven't gotten a ton of information about this. This is honestly probably one of the blindest experiences with Pokemon I've ever experienced. I do know that it's drastically different than a lot of the normal Pokemon games. This is sort of considered halfway towards a main entry and a spin-off, so it's gonna play kind of similar in some ways and drastically different in others. I mean, I don't entirely 100% know. We're gonna find out together is what we're gonna do. And, well, as far as appearance goes, I mean, I don't like being boring, but I suppose I'll just go with the default on this one. What is thy name? Oh, I'll tell you what thy name be, if and I simply must be doing such things. Alright. If God is gonna be showing up and asking me all these dang questions, like, why should I have to tell you? I mean, I guess Arceus is like the god of the Pokemon. I'm not sure if there's actually any hard confirmation. Well, no, I mean, if they helped create the beings that created time and space, then you should know all of this already, unless you're not omnipotent, which, I mean, I guess is possible. But, I don't know, the implication has always sort of been there. Soon thou shalt find thyself in a world strange to thee. A world inhabited by wondrous creatures that humans call Pokémon. I mean, it's not going to be that strange, really. This is... I've been visiting this world many times over the 3 decades of my life. Yes, that is I. Seek out all Pokemon, and thou shalt find me once more. When you say all Pokemon, you don't actually mean like over 1,000 of them, do you? Also, whoa. Yeah, I've been here before. Okay, well, the flashing lights are new. Did God just charge my phone? What was that? Kind of them, if true. Wake up! Oh, do wake up, won't you? Yeah. Are you alive, my boy? Physically. Not sure about any of the other ways one might be able to use the word. Hello. You gave me quite the shock falling from the sky like that. Huh. You know, honestly, if I had a nickel for every single RPG I've played in my life that began with the hero falling from the sky, I think I'd actually have like $1 at this point. Why is that so common? I don't have a problem with it, it's just, it's an interesting trend, isn't it? But thank goodness, you seem unharmed. Inexplicably. Alright, well, honestly, where am I would kind of imply I'm a bit of a fool, so how about I just ask who you are? I like your hat. I'd like to ask you the same. I mean, you fell out of the sky, you understand? Come now, who in the world does that? I mean, Neptune, just off the top of my head, that happened. I must say, your clothing is unusual. Really? You're gonna say my clothes are unusual? By what metric? You wouldn't happen to have an acquaintance in these parts, would you? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say probably not. I see. You seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Downright deep in the brine. Might I offer some directions? Do you have somewhere around here you could stay? I mean, that tree over there looks pretty inviting. I could probably sleep under that. I don't know what to tell you, though, I'm afraid. So you don't know anyone here, and you don't even know where to spend the night. Well, this is a proper pickle indeed. Are you quite sure you'll be able to survive? I'm gonna be honest with you. The odds aren't very high, but I'll do my best. I look so deeply concerned. I should be, but still. Not used to that kind of emotion on a player character in Pokemon. And you see, well, no gentleman would abandon a person in such need. Crew! Foom! Plish Plash! Their input is very deeply appreciated. Oh, I'd completely forgotten. I had just caught up to these 3 runaway Pokemon when you tumbled out of the sky. It's almost as if they knew you'd appear here. Well, thank goodness that they somehow did. Ah, but do you even know what a Pokemon is? Yeah, no, that I can absolutely say for certain. I do, yeah, I know a Pokemon. You don't gotta worry about that part. Hey, that's a relief. Though you fell from the sky, it seems we have some common ground, eh? Yes, well, these 3 Pokemon belong to me, mysterious creatures that they are. Oh, yes, and what might your name be? Oh, I'll be giving you them haps. Ah, so you're called Max. That name has quite the ring to it. I imagine it must have some lovely meaning. Well, unless that website I looked up lied to me, I think it actually, I mean, my actual full first name of Maxwell literally does just mean, like, a great well, like, full of water. That's kind of how I've always rolled with it. Oh, but I do apologize. I haven't even introduced myself or my cool hat. My name is Laventon. I am something of a Pokemon professor. That is to say, I'm a scholar seeking to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. Yes, Pokemon such as 3 here. Okay, look, I never said I was good at my job, okay? Oh, blast and bother, my darling Pokemon! Why must you run from me again? It don't smell that bad! I'm terribly sorry, but do you think you can help me round them up? I beg you. Wait, you 3! Wait! Man's not exactly got a good handle in the situation, now does he? Huh. Well, alright then. Wow. Alright. Alright. Okay. I can dash about. Do I have a jump or something? Oh, I can crouch. That's cool. Alright, so something that I do know about this game is that it takes place many, 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 many years in the past. Like, humanity and Pokemon don't have the firmly established relationships that they do in the modern times or, you know, our usual entries of things. Which I have to say is an incredibly fascinating way to go about doing this game. There's a glowing, beeping object over there. You found something that resembles a phone. Well, I mean, if it, you know, looks like a Shuba and quacks like a Shuba, come on now. It's probably your phone, but it's changed shape. You feel a strange power emanating from it, as if you now have the fear of God within you. A message appeared on the screen. I bestow upon thee this Arc phone, and thy mission, seek out all Pokemon. Yeah, once again, you know, you realize it's not Gen 1 anymore, right? Like, seeing all 151 Pokemon back in the day was particularly challenging. I don't think it's realistic to ask anybody to find all over 1,000 of the dang things. Alas, yet another miss. Ah! I'm glad you've come to my rescue, my new friend from the sky. I tried catching my little runaways by tossing some Pokeballs their way, but I'm not the best at this sort of thing, you see. If you're going to come to me for accurate throwing aim, then you're going up the very wrong tree, my guy. I can't hit something by throwing it at it like just a few feet away. I'm terrible at it. I'd love to give you a go at it, but perhaps I should tell you a bit about these three first. I mean, I'm already aware of said creatures, but you may do so. Now, that one is Rowlet. He's a burb. Rowlet can photosynthesize like a plant, and apparently it battles using its sharp feathers. I've apparently never actually seen it do that, so, I mean, it's possible whoever told me that is lying, but why would they do that? It also looks like it has a bow tie. So that's neat. That one over there is Cyndaquil. The fire burning on Cyndaquil's back will flare up whenever it is surprised or irate. So I guess that means this Cyndaquil is just actively kind of pissed off. Boom! That Pokemon near the pond is Oshawott. It is phenomenally derpy, but adorable. Oshawott naps while floating on the water, and it can battle using the shell-like object on its belly. It's also either trying to communicate, or it's eating an invisible sandwich. It's a little hard to tell. Like I said, this creature is a little derpy. Plish Plash! Oh my, I nearly forgot to cover the most crucial thing. How to go about catching Pokemon. Oh, old-timey. Here you go, my boy, Pokeballs. Throw these at Pokemon to catch them. Wow, 50 of them? Damn, okay. A mysterious ball that can be thrown at wild Pokemon in order to catch them. These balls can be crafted by hand if you gather the necessary materials. Wow, it actually even has like a little latch on it. Ah, but that won't do for an explanation, will it? I do apologize, let me be more thorough. Now, I've mentioned already that Pokemon are strange, marvelous creatures. You've mentioned, yes. What's so strange about them, you ask? What isn't strange about Pokemon? Literally, one of those things over there is basically a hedgehog that's on fire. Well, each and every Pokemon is able to shrink itself down to minuscule size. And that's where Pokeballs come in. Pokeballs are a recent invention, you see. Throw one of them at a Pokemon and, why, the Pokemon will shrink down and fit inside the ball, comfy as can be. And with that, you've got a Pokemon. Fascinating stuff. I know we've just met, but I'm afraid I've no one else to turn to. I'd be awfully grateful if you could catch my 3 runaways. Didn't you say these 3 already belonged to you? Why do I need to catch them? Now, the proper technique is to take aim at the Pokemon, then let the ball fly. It's quite simple. Though, far be it from me to say so, I suppose, given my own dire lack of skill in the area. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably not gonna be a whole lot better. Pokemon caught by throwing Pokeballs at them. Hold down the ZR button to ready a Pokeball and take aim. You can keep moving around as you do, so use the right stick to adjust your angle and aim carefully at your target Pokemon. Release the ZR button to throw the Pokeball. If it hits a Pokemon, you may be able to catch it. If you've readied a Pokeball but don't want to throw it, press the B button to cancel. Alright. I can probably manage that. Hello there, little one. I am going to be catching you this fine day. Please to be standing still so I don't screw this up! Wow, just like that, huh? Oh, wonderful, you've caught a Pokemon! It seems you've quite the knack for this Pokemon catching business. Jolly useful skill to have around here. Only 2 of my darling runaways left now. Still, this is most unusual. You don't seem fearful of Pokemon in the slightest. I mean, Have you really ever encountered Pokemon? By and large, they don't really seem too antagonistic. I mean, the Pokedex entries certainly make some of them out to be that way, but as far as gameplay is concerned, it's really not that big a deal. Regardless... Oh! Ah! Don't you look at me like that! I feel like there's going to be some stealth elements to all of this, which is going to be a bit of a problem. I can hardly believe it! Incredible! You know, many people fear to even approach Pokemon, never mind catch them. Bravo indeed! I mean, some Pokemon I can understand being a little hesitant to go near, but these things are just, like, objectively, freakishly adorable. Like, come on now. Just one more to go. Let's wrap up this, Sharpish, shall we? Oh, yeah, sorry for not doing this as fast as you wanted me to. Sheesh. Alright, then, let's see. Let's just do ourselves a little sneaky, why don't we? And throw it at the bird! There you go, how about that? Oh. Yes, I'm afraid that can happen. Pokeballs are hardly 100% foolproof. Give it another go, old boy. Oh, well, alright, sure. the Rowlet seems barely perturbed by the fact that I attempted to do that. I don't even know if it noticed that I threw it in there. Oh, alright, there you go. Worked that time, though. That's always good. Ta-da! There you go. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, what a relief to have them all back. You see, the 3 Pokemon you caught have only just arrived at the village to help with our research. They won't yet listen to anyone. And as I mentioned, they bolted from the village almost as if they knew you'd come falling. But I must say, I was taken aback by how well you use Pokeballs. How is it that you catch Pokemon so ably when you've only just arrived here? You could say I have a little experience, you know, in a general sense. The mechanics are slightly different now, but, you know, I've still done it. One can't help but think there's a reason you appeared here and now. Some sort of cosmic anime protagonist sort of thing, you know? I have a phone. Seek out all Pokemon. That object is an Arc phone, you say. What an odd device. Could it be guiding you somehow? You know, things don't generally end up going well for people who blindly follow the words of apparently God talking to them. But then again, I suppose he's never actually done so with a cell phone before, so at least not that I'm aware of. So I don't know, maybe things will work out for us. If you'll indulge me for a moment, there's something I'd like to share with you. I mean, I'm just happy you didn't try to burn me for being a witch. When I showed you a cell phone, I assume those aren't common around here. You see, I have a dream to compile this region's first complete record of its Pokemon. We in the field call such a catalog a Pokédex. Yes, a proper Pokédex is a wonderful work of research containing detailed records of all the Pokemon to be found in a region. But, in order to properly document Pokemon, one must, of course, catch them. I actually kind of dig this because, unlike just about every other game in the Pokemon franchise, I mean, apparently humans don't know jack about any of these Pokemon yet, so a Pokédex actually makes a lot of sense. I mean, when you really think about it in the other games, the fact that every single professor tells you to fill out a Pokédex, like, why? You know about all of them already. These are all very commonly held information and easily accessible things to learn. Why do I have to do it again? Anyway, yes, but in order to properly document Pokemon, one must, of course, catch them. And therein lies the rub, I'm afraid. I'm a bit of an incompetent. Pokeballs have only just been invented, and not many have mastered the skill of using them. Yet you have inexplicably done so, and that's pretty great. Enter you, a person with a clear talent for catching Pokemon. Your goal is to seek out every Pokemon, and mine is to have all those Pokemon caught. If you're gonna ask me to catch all over 1,000 of the dang things, we're gonna be here a while, man. A situation ripe for teamwork, don't you agree? Come now, what do you say? Shall we help one another out, my boy? I mean, given my current situation, I don't really have much in the way of an option, now do I? Also, we wouldn't have much of a game if I said no. And whoever and from wherever you may be, I welcome you with open arms. We've a Pokédex to complete. First things first, let's get these Pokemon back to the village. Then we'll sort out your lodgings and find you some proper clothes and a meal and all that. What's wrong with my clothes? Follow me then. Onward to Jubilife Village. I actually really like my outfit. I guess maybe not the sandals, but the t-shirt's nice. Ah. You know, I noticed that when I first got here. Has that always been there, or... Like, is that something I should be concerned about, or no? Legitimate curiosity on that front. Thank you for your tireless work keeping us safe, my good guardsman. This young man was of great assistance to me and my Pokemon, so I hope you'll forgive my bringing him into the village for a bit. Oh, nice. I'll be real, I guess I was kind of expecting them to not be as charitable about that. Wow. This place is mad old-timey styles. I mean, I dig it. It's very cool. This way, if you please. Oh, alright, sure. Jubilife Village. It's come a long way thanks to the fine people of the Galaxy Expedition team. Wow, that went by fast. This road we're on now is known to the locals as Kanala Avenue. I don't have time to read everything. The village was built scarcely 2 years ago. There's much to do yet, and not many to do it. Stop making fun of my outfit. And since when we know so little of the local Pokemon, people hesitate to set foot outside of the village. Now that impressive building up ahead of us is Galaxy Hall, headquarters for this entire outfit. We're not supposed to talk to strangers. Yeah. Who's that with the professor? It is I be me who is thee. What's it to ye? Oh, botheration, I'd almost forgotten. Now what? I need to go and report that we successfully recovered the escaped Pokemon. Might I ask you to wait for me at the canteen? That's old-timey speak for a place where one could get some grub. It's just past this bridge here, then to the left. The Wallflower, it's called. The Wallflower is also something I am technically. Hey! Your ARC phone is beeping. Somehow it seems to show where you need to go next. Ooh, well, alright. Might as well slavishly obey everything I see and read. Use the minus button to view the map. You can consult it for guidance and such things. Also, guidance markers. Those will be helpful. Alright, no complaints here. I feel like I should probably make an attempt to talk to a few people, though. Does the professor know that child? We've no food for freeloaders. Survival out here is a daily battle, you know. Wow, nice to meet you too, lady. Damn. Alright. To catch one of those Pokemon creatures, you need to throw a Pokeball at it. So I've been told. If you intend to stay here in the village, you should spend some time talking to everyone. That is literally what I am already doing. I'm scared of Pokemon. I wish I'd never been brought here. Man, terrible universe to be born in if you're scared of the things. I'm worried about the state of things here in Jubilife Village. We lack basic necessities, and there are some strange people around. Yeah, like this kid over here. They're pretty much the weirdest thing I've experienced so far. Okay. Not only can I not talk to this man, I can phase straight through them. Very well. Good tidings to you, weird ghost man. If you want to guard the village properly, we'll need to partner up with Pokemon. Yep, that's definitely something you're going to need to get figured out. I had a rather traumatic experience when a wild Pokemon attacked me. Now I'm scared to even set foot outside the village. Okay, well, you know what? That's actually a pretty fair reason, all things considered. I won't get on your case about that. As long as you got a legitimate reason, it all stands up. This region is huge, and there's lots of dangerous Pokemon too. But you came here anyway. How come? Mostly lack of options. Back in my hometown, I've got an older brother who's going to inherit the family farm and all. But I'm going to make my own way here in Hisui. Lofty ambitions for someone who I can only imagine is like 8 years old. Good for you. I'm pretty new to the village myself. I try to talk to everyone I meet, so I always learn something new. Like a big nerd. Alright then. Well, you want me to talk to this dude? Then I'll talk to this dude. Your facial hair is baffling. What? Well, now aren't you awfully suspicious? Oh, you hurt my feelings. The Wallflower's for Galaxy Team folk only. We don't have seats for outsiders. Move along. Well, damn, okay. Egads! A cute girl approacheth. Who are you? I've never seen anyone dressed like you are. What if you were attacked by a Pokemon? You'd be minced meat in those flimsy clothes. Hey, I'll have you know I dress for comfort. It's practical. If the guard let you through, you must have ties with somebody in the village. I guess you could say that. Perhaps you've met Professor Laventon? He's a scholar from a faraway place. His Pokemon do get away from him at times, though. Makes me a bit worried for him. He's a bit of an incompetent. I suppose I'm hardly one to talk. I've had some trouble with Pokemon myself. I was hit by a Pokemon move called Thundershock not long ago and had to take to my bed. That sounds thoroughly unpleasant, and I am sorry. But the professor, well, I do wonder how long he'll last. Nobody has high expectations or hopes for that man, you see. Unfortunately, it's just as Akari says. I'm a clumsy sort of fellow, to put it mildly. Yeah, Jesus, how'd you do that? Professor! I wasn't bad-mouthing you. But everything will be quite all right now. He here has agreed to help us with our Pokedex. What's with the face? That is a face that says, bruh. Excuse me? You plan to appoint him to the Survey Corps? You can't just slap a badge on whoever you like without Captain Celine's permission. I'll allow it. Captain Celine! Assuming the individual can contribute to the Survey Corps, that is. I am the captain of the Galaxy Team Survey Corps. You may call me Celine. Now that is a brow that says authority. Professor Laventon has told me how you helped secure his Pokemon when he slipped his control, and now it seems he would like us to feed and house you in exchange for your ongoing labor. Oh, I hate that idea a lot, but I guess I also do need something to eat and sleep in. That is unfortunate. You know, separately. I don't want to sleep on whatever I eat, or vice versa. You look to be 15 or so. Wow, really? That's actually kind of old for a Pokemon protagonist. Neat. Quite old enough to work for your keep. I say that, knowing that in ye olden times, the life expectancy of someone is about 35 years. You're practically an elder. But we can't simply take on a stranger who wanders in among us without any idea of their skills or origins. Tomorrow, we shall see if you can prove yourself worthy. A most reasonable decision, Captain. Now, would you care to join us for a meal? I'm sure you've got plenty of questions for our visitor. That's quite all right. I prefer to eat alone, so I might appreciate my meals without distraction. You're one of them chewing thoroughly types. I respect it. I do the same thing. Does anybody else have a problem with eating in front of other people? Like, legitimately, I can't do it. I don't like doing it. I have to be by myself to actually eat food. Aloof as always, I see. Stern, one might even say. I don't know, I think she's pretty cool. Well, no matter. The rest of us can share a meal and some pleasant conversation then, eh? I'm not very a conversationalist. Benny, old chum! The usual potato mochi, if you please, but make it for 3 today. I've never had mochi, but Japan sure does seem to be the sort to enjoy a lot of it. Wonderful stuff, Benny. Much obliged. Your potato mochi never fails to please. Why is the majority of the hair on your head green except for your goatee? That's so weird. Suddenly you're not judging me as much, I can't help but notice. Professor Laventon, where exactly did you meet our visitor here? Well, you know of the Great Hole in the Sky? The one people call the Space-Time Rift? Which I guess is just a normal day-to-day thing. Our new friend fell right out of it. You can't be serious. I like her expressions. It's like, y'all really expect me to believe that crap? Yes, I do, in fact, believe that. Come now, I am a scientist. My job is to observe and explain any and all phenomena. I concern myself only with facts. And stylish headgear, but that's neither here nor there. Now, you already know there are many Pokemon here in the Hisui region. That there are, in the grass and forests, by water, in molten lava, haunted houses, pretty much dang near any fantasy area you can imagine. There's probably at least one of them somewhere around here. Our job in the Survey Corps is to research them and find out what kind of creatures they are. Indeed. Well, we know this much. Pokemon are terrifying creatures. I mean, okay, sure. Look, if you're going up against something like a Gyarados or even something, you know, just really big, I don't know, like a Braviary or, I don't know, I guess maybe if you're just kind of a bugophobic, you know, I could see some of them being rather intimidating, but a very large majority of them are pretty chill, let's be real here, and not even vaguely intimidating. Then again, I guess ye olden times, they don't know that. They don't know that certain Pokemon are non-threatening. It's all but impossible to know what kinds of powers they might possess or what sort of wondrous things they can do. But that's where you will come in. He successfully caught 3 Pokemon. 3 of them in quick order, you understand. Nobody in the Galaxy team is capable of a feat such as that. Really? Then you guys aren't very good at your jobs. No offense there, Akari. This means we can finally begin our Pokemon research in earnest. 3? We have a hard enough time catching even 1 when wild Pokemon come after us. Well, to be perfectly fair, the Pokemon that fled to the beach weren't on the attack. But the key to catching Pokemon is getting close enough to aim your Pokeball well. And it seems our new friend is fearless enough to do just that. Does the Survey Corps really have the leeway to be enjoying a leisurely meal with this outsider? Why are you such a jerk, though? Your captain just ordered 10 whole portions of potato mochi, you know. The slow progress on the Pokedex of yours clearly has her on edge. I'm sure we'll start to rein in the good captain's stress eating soon enough. Now have your fill, and think, if you make it into the Galaxy team, you'll never have to worry about a meal again. The team provides for all its members' needs, even if said members fell out of the sky. Not that there's really a precedent for that, but, you know, consider yourself a mold breaker. That's always fun. That was quite delicious indeed. I mean, it's potatoes. Kind of hard to mess up a potato. Yes, the food was lovely, but more importantly, you do remember that he has a trial to pass to join the Survey Corps, don't you? Not to worry, I have complete confidence in his skills. That's probably not your most advisable choice, if I'm being real with you. High expectations just mean I'm gonna disappoint you much more thoroughly. Let's hope it is not misplaced. See, she's on the money here, all right? She and her already kind of see eye to eye on the whole pessimism thing. Max, was it? For tonight, at least, we will provide you with a place to sleep. You may use our quarters there. Nice. But if you fail to pass the trial we put you to tomorrow, you must move on. What happens to you after that is none of our business. You will be expelled from the village to meet your fate, and perhaps your death in the wilds. Wow. You don't mince words, do you, lady? Damn. Captain Celine's somewhat like Hisui, and that they're both quite harsh. Now, she simply puts on a stern front to help keep us all safe. I don't know, I think that's one step a little farther than what you're implying, but okay. Look, I won't get on her case. I don't know her life. At any rate, I think it's time we turn to inn for the night, eh? It's a good thing one can't fall out of the futons we sleep in here. I imagine our new friend has had enough falling for one day. Ha ha ha! I could have died. And with that, I bid you both a good night. Yes, good night. A rift in the sky, people falling from it. The world is full of mysteries. I guess that is just a commonplace thing that everybody is used to. Oh, all right then. I won't cause a stir about the giant weird space portal if none of you guys will. Also, where did... there it is, over there. Okay. The captain of the Survey Corps, Celine. I wonder if anything actually scares her. I mean, she had that one instance with the figs, but, you know, that's... anybody would have been scared in that situation. A new hairstyle means a fresh outlook, and a fresh outlook lets you change your fortunes. Yeah, well, are you going to be the very first game in Pokemon history to let a male character have longish hair? How many generations need to come and go before I'm allowed to have a ponytail in one of these things? I've never seen clothes quite like yours, hon. Where might they be from? Well, mostly I actually buy all of my clothes online, but I don't think you know what that is, so, I don't know, just places. Anywho. It's not even a joke. Who goes to clothing stores anymore, man? I'm not too fond of the fact that I'm probably not going to get to keep this outfit for too terribly long. I actually think it's probably one of my favorite ones I've seen on a Pokemon protagonist so far, just because of how incredibly simple it is. It's a jug used to store drinking water. It has a lid on top to keep debris from falling in. Not debris! What is this, some sort of scroll? A tome? Survey tips contain all sorts of useful information to help you carry out your survey work in the Hisui region. To read them at any time, simply press the up button to open the menu and go to the help screen. Oh, nifty keen. Don't wish your toils to be forgotten? Diligent record keeping will save you from such a fate. Yeah, that's incredibly subtle. Thank you for that. To save your progress, press the up button to open the menu, then scroll with ZL or ZR to reach the save screen. There's also an autosave function, so that's always cool. All right. I will be making good use of such things. A nice fire in the sunken hearth can help keep the entire room heated. It's a dresser of very solid construction where extra sets of clothing can be kept. Do you think I'll actually get to customize my outfit in some capacity, or they'll just make me wear the thing that's on the cover art? The chest looks like you could store lots and lots of items in it. Well, I certainly hope so. Nifty. I see we still haven't invented the mattress yet. Unfortunate! Wouldn't be the first time I've slept on the floor. I'll live. Badoof! Oh, well, that's unfortunate. The next day. Wow, I haven't even been here a solid 24 hours, and apparently I'm already a harbinger of the apocalypse. That's encouraging. Good morning. Are you up? Quite some lightning last night, wasn't it? Yeah, especially impressive considering there were basically no clouds in the sky and it wasn't even mildly raining. Today's the day of your trial, so let's give it our all. I appreciate that you don't seem to have much confidence in me, but to be fair, I guess I wouldn't either. You don't know me. We barely know each other. It's like, all right, Sky Man. Good luck with that stuff, I guess. What lovely weather we've got. I hope you had a nice sleep, even if this land is strange and new to you. A bed's a bed. Let's get to headquarters. Captain Celine is waiting. Alrighty. Off she struts. All right. Oh, nope, that's crouching. Oh, yeah, here we go. If I want to look less suspicious in town, this is how I need to walk through it the whole damn time. Okay, all right. Hello? What doeth be the haps? I assure you, my lingo is very hip and fresh with the kids where I come from. You literally can't prove anything about me being wrong. The Survey Corps' offices are here on the first floor. Don't give up! Keep those eyes open! The wild Pokemon, they were everywhere, attacking from all sides. I sent out my partner Pokemon, but against a whole pack, outnumbered. This is what happens when you go so far afield. But the medical corps will put you to rights. That man's with the security corps, and even with his own partner Pokemon, he took a beating from wild Pokemon. Without a partner Pokemon of your own, you might find this trial a little harrowing. Well, I wonder if there are perchance might possibly be 3 Pokemon recently acquired that I might be able to borrow. Captain Celine, he's here. Damn, girl's got some documents. You may enter. Man, the age before digital information. Crazy stuff. Oh, hey, an Abra. Let us get straight to it. If you wish to join the Galaxy Expedition Team, prove yourself capable by going out into the Obsidian Fieldlands and catching 3 different species of Pokemon. Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. Catching 3 Pokemon from the start? No one in the Galaxy Team has ever managed that. Did the stranger not catch 3 different Pokemon only yesterday? May as well actually prove that feat. My trial should be simple enough for him. If the professor wasn't exaggerating things, that is. He has been known to spin a yarn at times. The Galaxy Team does not have the means to provide for those who only take without giving. If you wish to stay, you must prove beyond any doubt that you'll be an asset to our cause. Yeah. I will lend you one of our Survey Corps satchels to carry out whatever you may need in the field. It's not a fanny pack, guys. It's a satchel. That satchel doesn't exactly match your, mode of dress. Hey, don't be hating just because you're not as comfy as I am. Akari, you will not criticize our new friend's fashion sense. I'll expect you to step in if anything goes awry. Neat! Press the Y button while consulting the map on your ARC phone, and you can check the tasks you have waiting. There are 2 types, missions and requests. Missions must be completed to progress in your adventure, while requests are optional and given by people you meet. Side quests! Nice! Pardon, come with me a moment. Are you gonna let me have one of them pokes? Because, I'm gonna need something here. Now then, a jolly good morning to everyone. Is something the matter, Professor Lavington? In order to complete our Pokedex and, well, simply survive in this unforgiving land, Max absolutely must pass this trial. And as a professor of Pokemon, I've got just the ticket to help accomplish that. Tiny critters! Crew! Foom! Plish Plash! Go on, pick the Pokemon that strikes your fancy. With a partner of your own, you'll be able to fight off wild Pokemon outside the village. These little darlings are very dear to me, but it's plain to see they're rather curious about you. Well, my boy, which Pokemon would you like to keep as your very own? Ah, Lord. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Well, the only caveat here is that... I know it sounds kind of crazy to say this, considering it's been like 11 years since I last played a Pokemon game for the channel, but I do plan on still playing all of them. The one and only self-imposed rule I want to give myself is that I never double up on a Pokemon between 2 games. And, well, considering I already know exactly what I want my Gen 2 team to be when I eventually do play it for the channel, I know that I wouldn't pick Cyndaquil as my starter, as I very meticulously have already figured out every single member of that team when I finally get to it. That's not to say that I don't like Cyndaquil, quite the opposite, in fact, but it's just, you know, the way team composition works and all that. So I see this as an absolute perfect opportunity to actually get to have one now. Boom! I've always loved the little dude. Look at this thing. Do you want Cyndaquil as your first partner? As a matter of fact, I do, yes. Oh, look at him waddle on over. Adorable. Yay! I make a friend. And with that, one of the Pokemon you caught at Prelude Beach. Of course it's called Prelude Beach. What else would it have been called? What, you thought that was Endgame Beach? No, you're not going to end up there first things first. For me, will now be yours to keep. Good show. I've tucked Cyndaquil back inside his Pokeball for you, so take it. It's yours. I have acquired a friend! Yay! A word of advice, my boy. Pay close attention to which Pokeballs are empty and which ones contain a Pokemon when you're out on the field. Would be a little embarrassing to get those mixed up. Cuckoo! For Cocoa Puffs. Plash! They look as if they're cheering on their friend Cyndaquil. At least I vaguely assume. I don't speak their language. Or perhaps they're jealous that it gets to help you with your trial. That could well be. They did go dashing from the village when he fell out of the sky, after all. Well, not to worry, you two. I'll have you assist me with my research for now. I mean, who wants to go out and battle and become part of a grand team that will inevitably save the world when you could do administrative work with me? Crew. Plish Plash. By the by, what species has Captain Celine charged you with catching? A beaver, a bird, and a lion cub. Well, that's smashing! All 3 of those species can be found in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Let me give you some Pokeballs to use during your trial, then. What, did I give the 50 you gave me last time back? I guess I might have, huh. Also 20, goddamn. These Pokeballs may be handcrafted, but they work as a treat, as you've already seen. You'll have this trial cleaned up in no time. I guess you're finally ready. You'll have to leave the village for your trial. Turn left after you exit headquarters, then head for the gate. All right. I do what I'm told. Mostly because I have no real other chance or opportunity or options available to me. Anyway, neat. All right, so can I actually maybe take a look-see at my friend here? Oh, I totally can. All right, hang on. There you are. Hello. All right. I got 20 Pokeballs. I got a Cyndaquil, Summary, Move. I could change your name right from the get-go? Oh, well, that's awesome. Huh. Okay, I'm actually gonna have to think on a name. Wait, Quick Attack at level 5? Huh. Usually a Cyndaquil would know Growl and Tackle. Alright, well, I certainly don't have a problem with Quick Attack. That's a significantly better version of Tackle, basically. Alright, cool. Methinks this game might be a wee bit more different than I, priorly thought. Also, hi. Lad is tall. Oh? What a curious getup you have there. Why is everybody gotta judge my clothes? I can already tell you're quite the character. I'm Volo of the Ginkgo? Let's go with Ginkgo Guild. The go-to choice for any of your mercantile needs here in Hisui? Never heard that word before. I'm guessing that means you're a shopper, or shopkeep. And I've heard talk about you. Fell from the sky, didn't you? Well, that's certainly a tale I'd like to hear. Oh, and you have a Pokemon! You're certainly full of interesting surprises. Investigating the odd and novel is key to any good merchant success, so what do you say? How about you and I see how our Pokemon stand up to one another in battle? I mean, yeah, sure, why not? I guess now's as good a time as any to figure out how things are different. I like you better and better! What a delightful find! I've also heard about this trial you're to attempt. Let's have a quick battle to get your blood pumping before you head out. Though I hope you know you'll lose if your Pokemon's HP reaches 0. Well, I mean, that's just true to life now, isn't it? I think any of us lose when we run out of health. Alright. I accept yon challenge. A Togepi? Wow. Alright. Get on out of there, little guy! Alright, so how's this go? Oh, okay. Easy peasy enough. Ah, it's coming right for us! Oh, good lord! Tackle it! In the face! There you go. Whoa, hang on a second. Oh yeah, no, things are definitely different. Togepi doesn't learn Tackle. I don't think it learns Tackle at all. It might? All I know is that when you first hatch a Togepi, it usually knows like Growl and Charm. It doesn't learn an offensive attack for like ever. That's part of what makes it such a pain in the ass to train. Fascinating. Moves, items, use them well and the world will open up to you. Huzzah! Oh, and a new move. Nice. It's always good fun to have your Pokemon do battle, don't you think? And as they gain experience through battle, they'll learn more moves and grow even stronger. Pokemon sometimes learn new moves when they level up. If you want to change the moves your Pokemon can use in battle, open your satchel, choose the Pokemon you want, and select the change moves option? Really? But so few people here have their own Pokemon. If only more knew how to use Pokeballs. At any rate, let me help our two battlers recover from their little exercise. I mean, your Togepi wasn't able to do a whole lot, really. And to you, my Sky-Fallen friend, I present some potions and thanks. Thanks for kicking my ass, I guess. Alright, well, I ain't complaining. Potions are good. Potions are great. You can use them on your Pokemon whenever they might be worn out from battle. I'll be hoping that you're successful on that trial of yours. More Galaxy team members mean more customers for yours truly, after all. What kind of wares do you even sell, my guy? Akari literally just stood there and said nothing the whole time. That's really something. Not only can you catch Pokemon, you can lead them in battle. Now, to the Obsidian Fieldlands. When you're leaving Jubilife Village, make sure you choose a destination from your map and tell Rest the Guardsman where you're going. If you don't tell him, I mean, he gets really worried and, you know, we're all kind of just trying to placate him. It just makes him feel important, okay? That way, someone can come to your aid if you're knocked out by a Pokemon. I mean, how exactly would you know if I did get knocked out? I guess if I just never came back? Nod. Your trial begins just a short way past that front gate. All right, sure. Just one moment here. Oh. Ah. Oh, I get it. Let me guess. I could, like... Gotcha. That's why he said to not get them mixed up. That's actually really good to know. Okay, so something about new move. What'd you learn? Oh, okay, you got Ember. That's good. That's interesting. If I had more than 4, could I just, like, mix and match whatever I want? Because that's, like, almost broken and if you had that option in actual, like, mainline games. But, all right, cool. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm more than good and dandy. Pokemon terrify me. Even going out to gather berries is the worst. You're gonna really have to get used to it. Like, they're not leaving. I imagine they were here before people were. Your trial begins just short past. All right, well, let's go see if I can not screw this whole thing up. You're Max, correct? I was informed you'd be passing through. Your trial will take place outside the safety of the village, so please take care to come back alive. I can only promise to try. That's all I can do. Also, gotcha. Okay, just checking things around. I want to make sure I know what I'm doing. All right, trial time is go. Behold, an extraordinarily lackluster camp. This is our base camp, the last safe haven before you reach the wilds. For your trial, you must catch 3 species of Pokemon: Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. Are you ready to get started? Do I have a choice? Professor, is something wrong? The expressions this girl has. Well, you see, Captain Celine got hold of me after you left. Gave me a right proper thrashing, she did. She impressed upon me that I bear full responsibility for whatever happens to you, our sudden guest. That's our unsparing captain. But what help exactly can you offer out here, Professor? Fat load of a nothing, really. To be honest, my dear girl, I don't intend to lift a finger. Max's talents are the real deal. He'll pass with flying colors, you'll see. So the responsibility for him still lies, in fact, with me, then. Oh, delightful. Well, I'm sure he'll be fine. Let's begin the trial. I appreciate that Akari really can't decide between optimism and pessimism when it comes to me, honestly. It's refreshing is what it is. If Pokemon start launching attacks at you, run to safety as quickly as you can. All right, my boy? All right, sure. Run for the hills if I can help it. You got it. All right, so what's the routine here? This is Aspiration Hill. The species of Pokemon you're meant to catch all live here. It do be a big heckin' field. Most cool indeed. Bidoof! And along comes a Bidoof, and I couldn't read that because it went by too fast. Badunk. Silly little beaver thing. The key is to aim carefully. Not that you seem to need my advice. I'm just sharing what I know. You'll have to forgive me. Tutorialization. It's just kind of a thing. Hold down the ZL button to focus on ZL to focus on a wild Pokemon and keep it in your sights as long as it's nearby. This technique comes in very useful when aiming Pokeballs at a target or when dodging Pokemon's attacks. Bidoof has a mellow disposition. That means it tends to not run away from people. Quite frankly, I'm amazed they haven't gone extinct considering the extraordinarily dangerous situations that they just casually stroll into, like what up, but they're still here, I guess. I assumed that they just overpopulate. But, you know, that's all speculation. Alright then, let's see. You wish for me to catch a mighty Bidoof? Oh, I'll catch a mighty Bidoof. Hello, little one. Wow, you do have an incredibly gentle disposition, don't you? You're lucky I mean you no harm. That was the very textbook definition of easy. You got a Bidoof! Well done! Time to find your next Pokemon. So, like, do I actually have the Bidoof? Do I keep... I actually keep the Bidoof. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna use a Bidoof, or a Starly, or a Shinx. I'll figure out what I'm gonna do with my... when it comes to my team as I go, I suppose. I have no idea what Pokemon to be able to even expect to be able to catch in this game. There's a Starly. They're skittish little things. They'll run if startled. You don't say. That bird is judging me right now. But you should be able to get close to them if you crouch. You'll be harder to spot. So I was right. Stealth mode. Press the B button to crouch and make it harder for wild Pokemon to notice you. Press the same button again to rise. If you creep into tall grass while crouched low, you'll be even harder for wild Pokemon to detect. Especially if they're just kind of unobservant or stupid. Well, alright. You want me to sneak up on a bird? Then sneak up on a bird I shall. Oh, okay. Guess I gotta get closer. I'm supposed to be hiding in the grass. How am I supposed to... Alright, you know what? To heck with you. I'm just gonna go ahead and... Yeah! There we are! Ta-ta! No stealth needed! I'm sure that will be absolutely required at some point in the future, but in this instance, not so much. Tutorials! That's Starly caught as well! Only one more Pokemon to go. Alrighty then, alrighty. So far, so good, I suppose. Alright, so where's this Shinx? I forgot. There's something I ought to teach you since you're still new to this. Here's the proper way to throw your partner's Pokeball. As Captain Celine tells us, have an item at the ready but want to send out a Pokemon? Press X. Have a Pokemon at the ready but want to throw an item? Press X. The Captain's a real expert on these things. I mean, she says it with such extraordinary authority, we don't even question that we have no idea what she even means when she says X. Like, what does that mean? Press what? For me, it's a button. For them, it makes no sense. It's like in video games where they say, all right, now press the R button to jump. Like, what? In context of their world, that makes no sense. Try throwing your Pokemon's ball at rocks or trees like this one to have it investigate. If your Pokemon finds any berries or other items, it'll bring them to you. Well, that sounds dope. Now it's time for your partners to shine. We've reached your final hurdle, catching a Shinx. All right, well, hang on a second. Go collect some berries, little one. Oh, dang. Oh, dang, I get experience for doing that? Nice. All right. That's a pretty good day, gotta be honest. There. That's Shinx. Jesus Christ, how terrifying. Shinx has an aggressive disposition. Could you already tell that? It looks extraordinarily tiny and adorable. I'm not exactly quaking right now. No. Oh, you'll learn. You'll learn. Not to worry. These things become clear once you focus on the Pokemon around you. Once aggressive Pokemon get irate, they'll knock aside any ball you throw at them. When you use the ZL button to focus on a Pokemon, you can see how easy it may be to catch. The more arrows you see pointing up above a Pokemon, the easier it will be to catch. The next icon will appear above a Pokemon if it has picked a fight with you. Be warned, Pokemon displaying this icon cannot be caught unless you engage them in battle. I see. So, battle is the name of the game here. Don't worry, though. I'll teach you the trick to catching aggressive Pokemon. Overwhelming violence! You gotta battle them. Once they're absorbed with battling, you can throw a Pokeball at them and try to catch them. By now, you've got several Pokemon of your own, don't you? Yeah, but I only really want to use Cyndaquil. Take one of their Pokeballs and throw it near a wild Pokemon you want to battle. I got no doubt you'll hold your own in battle. I saw you do it already against a Togepi. And if you can beat up a small baby egg, then you can do anything. It's easy to start a battle, just chuck your Pokemon on it. Yeah, I got you. Alright, sure. Oh, there's a Shinx. Alright. Have at thee! Oh dear God, it's coming right at me! Alright. Cyndaquil! Burn it to cinders! Oh, and now it's burnt. Unfortunate! Oh, and hurt by its burn. Alright. Oh, whoa! Why did you get to attack twice like that? Well, alright. You're already pretty weak, all things considered. This should be fine, yeah? So you can catch things in the traditional style. Sometimes you're just not allowed. Makes sense. Da-da-da-da! Oh, sweet merciful Christ, you actually did it! You approached those Pokemon without a hint of fear! It caught each one! Akari, close your mouth. You're gonna catch flies. You're like a gift the sky dropped to us! Right on its head! With you at our side, I think the Survey Corps has a real chance of compiling a complete Pokedex as we've been ordered. I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't even think we had a snowball's chance in hell before. It was all just kind of a front. This is wonderful. I'm still curious why on earth you came falling from the sky like you did, but damn, you're useful to us, so I don't care. Anyway, let's tell the professor we're ready to head back. Okay. I did it. Oh! I said you'd pass the trial with flying colors, and it seems like you went and did just that. Congratulations! You've taken your first step towards seeking out every Pokemon. This calls for a commemorative photograph. Oh god, it'll steal my soul! No, I guess I'm fine. With skills like yours, I suppose this was a foregone conclusion. Now then, we'd best report back to Captain Celine. Time to head back to Jubilife Village, eh? Indeed.